Hi everyone, my name is Jocelyn Stevenson and I am a QSSC with the Juice Plus company. And I first and foremost just wanted to thank everyone for carving times out of their busy schedule to join us this evening. I hope you guys are all doing well with everything that globally is going on. And I wanted to share a product with you guys. Today we're going to be talking about these four products, and we call this our quad. And I'm absolutely in love with this product because it literally has not only saved, I feel like it's saved my life, but it's also helped change the health of my family's life. And this product has been a staple in all of our lives. So I'm really, really grateful for these bottles. And what I really love about this product is that it actually has a nutrition label. So this is literally 30 servings of raw fruits and veggies and berries, grains, and ligaments into your bloodstream every day. So it's not a supplement, it's not a vitamin. This is actually real food in a capsule. And what they do is they take everything when it's vine ripened and everything's juiced on site. So you're literally not missing any nutrition at all. And what they do is it goes through this grinding machine and they heat it at a low temperature so that it keeps all the nutrition, but it gets rid of the salt, water, and sugar so that it's safe for everybody to take, which I think is completely amazing. So children can take it. People who are pregnant can take it. I mean, they talk about putting it in feeding tubes and all kinds of things. So it's pretty amazing. And I'm going to show you guys our Veggie Blend. So you can see here that it says it has a nutrition label. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has a nutrition label, and that's one of my favorite parts. And it also, this product is NSF certified. It's kosher. It's better than organic. And I'm going to read you a couple of the ingredients in the veggies. And there's broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, spinach, cabbage, lemon peel, rice bran, and kale. And so the NSF, this little NSF seal here, it means that everything that is actually on this label is what's in the product. So that's a pretty special label to have because it's actually, you don't really find that on many of your products. And the only, out of the capsules, the only bottle that has a supplement fact is full spectrum omega. And our full spectrum omega has omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And I started taking these and my hairs are growing like crazy. And I had never actually taken an omega before. So I was really excited about this stuff. And I felt like it really helped with my skin. And my favorite part is that we're actually helping the ocean because this is made from algae. So we're getting it straight from the source, which I think is a beautiful thing. And tonight you guys are going to be hearing from Lisa and her team, and I'm really excited to hear everyone's story tonight. So I'm going to let you take the role, Lisa, and you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you, everyone, for being on. This is so exciting. I love sharing my story. So my name is Lisa Swift. I live here down in Auburn, Alabama. I am a wife and a mom to 3 sons, and I'm also a holistic health coach. I first heard about Juice Plus about, I guess, almost 12 and a half, 13 years now from my best friend. She just told me about it. So I didn't do much with it. I was actually very skeptical. So I closed my computer thinking, how can that work in a capsule? And then subsequently, about 4 months later, I was invited to a Juice Plus presentation where there was a nurse speaking and giving the presentation. And it was the perfect timing. She called me the night before. So I always say to people, invite people at the last minute because you never know. I showed up, I listened to the presentation. And at the time I had just lost my in-laws to cancer. So I heard all about Juice Plus, the research. I had 3 sons that I was like, this is a no-brainer. Here's my solution. I wasn't looking for a business. I wasn't really looking for anything, but I thought, you know what? What if I could share this? Because everyone needs to know about this with my family and friends and, make a little extra income. I mean, it was so expensive in Connecticut to get your hair done. I'm like, well, that'll be my hair money. And so little did I know, I just could not keep my mouth shut. I just continued to keep sharing. And then a few years later, went back to health coaching school, met more of my teammates that way. So at the time when I first found Juice Plus, though, I was getting sinus infections every April and October. And, I always had a lot of sore throat stuff when I was younger. Then it went into sinus infections in my 30s and 40s. So when I found this, it's been 12 years now, you guys. I have not had a cold. Like that to me is crazy. My mother's 86. She was addicted to cough syrups in her early 70s. She's not been on one antibiotic or cough syrup in 12 years. So what a blessing that has been. My husband's not on any statin drugs anymore. We stay healthy. My kids never missed a day of school all through high school, like huge benefits. And not to mention everyone else that we've, our team has helped along the way. So I guess God's funny because he knew I needed this business. So we had to leave Connecticut after 18 years and move to Alabama, which was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, quite frankly, because I loved where I lived and I loved my community. It was very hard. But as you'll see from some of the people I met, you'll hear tonight, I believe there's always a reason for things. And it's been a blessing. But the fact that I had this business, I was able to go back to Connecticut before COVID every 2 months and not miss a beat with my friends, with my mom, with my sister. If I didn't have this business and I was working a corporate job, because I used to work on a pharmaceutical company. Now I, used to show people how to demonstrate inhalers. Now I get people off inhalers. I would not have been able to have this flexibility, this freedom, full corporate benefits, college tuition reimbursement. It's been such a blessing. So that's why I pay it forward and I share this with everyone. It's their choice, but everybody deserves to know about the health benefits of Juice Plus. And oh, by the way, there's an incredible business behind it. So that's my story. And that's why I will continue to do this till I can. This to me is not, it's not work. It's fun. This is a calling for me now. And I love getting up every day and helping people. So it's just some of the people that I've met along the way. And these are two of, I'm going to introduce to you first, Amy Julian. And she is, I met her in Connecticut through another sales coordinator of mine. She's a run coach. She's a yoga instructor. I'm going to let her tell a little bit about herself, but she's pretty amazing. And she's a vegan and she still takes Juice Plus every day. So I'm going to introduce Amy Julian. Amy, you want to pop in, unmute?
Yep. Hi, my name is Amy Julian. Like Lisa said, I live in Westport, Connecticut with two teenage girls and my husband. And I first was introduced to Juice Plus. I did my health coaching degree with IIN, but after being an avid fitness enthusiast, producing fitness shows way back when, I've been in the fitness industry for God knows over 20 years. And I had never heard about Juice Plus until I was out walking my dog and I met Nesco, who Lisa was talking about. And it just, for me, it was right after I'd finished my health coaching certification, and to hear about a product that's all fruits and veggies, even though I eat fruits and veggies and only fruits and veggies, I wanted to hear more about it. So I went to a luncheon where Karen Jones spoke, and that's where I met Lisa, and it was love at first sight. And I did do my research though. And I wasn't full in right away. I went to another lecture where Dr. Susan Silberstein spoke, who's a PhD, and she started beatcancer.org because her husband died at age 30 of cancer. I listened to an 1.5-hour lecture of Susan speak. And at the end of the lecture, she said, I am not a distributor for Juice Plus. I make no money for Juice Plus. But she was talking about how you fight cancer with your fork and how a plant-based diet is the best way to do it. And at the end of the lecture, I went up and I spoke to her and I said to her, I'm thinking about joining the company and I really fully believe in the product, but you solidified it for me. She said, I've been on the product for 20 years and I will not miss a day. And I started beatcancer.org, and this is, at the forefront of it. I just feel like what better way to fight cancer than with a plant-based diet? So considering that I am vegan and, all I eat is fruits and veggies, I just figured I don't eat that array of fruits and veggies every day, nor do I get that high nutritional content value, because by the time the fruit and produce gets to the supermarket, it's traveled from California to Connecticut or from Chile. My girls just asked, Mom, where are these blueberries from? So the nutritional value of Juice Plus is it's picked at its highest peak nutritional value, which to me, and and then I also did the research about the product being organic, like Jocelyn had mentioned. That to me was very important. And the fact that it's NSF certified goes more than organic, because it's tested by a third party to say what's in the product is actually in the product. So, there's no contaminants, no pesticides. It is the highest quality produce that you can find, other than eating, fresh off the tree. So to me, that was a no-brainer. And then I also just wanted to hear Dr. David Katz, who's on the Yale Board of Medicine. I listened to one of his lectures online, and then Dr. David Phillips, who, because I'm a fitness enthusiast and I pretty much work out 6 or 7 days a week. To me, Dr. David Phillips spoke to me because he is a Harvard grad. He is a former Ironman athlete and a former All-American swimmer. And he did a lecture on oxidative stress and what it does to the body, and how all those micro and phytonutrients that are in fruits and veggies are like the oil in our car. That's what helps our body run most efficiently and most effectively. So to hear that, and how all these fruits and veggies fight the aging process with us and get us healthy from the inside out, then I was ready to join. And so I joined, I bought the product. And the fact that we also sponsor children, Dr. William Sears, who wrote all the baby books that I actually read when my kids were little, he is a full-on supporter, and he actually helped boost the growth of the Healthy Starts for Families program. And he recommends it to all his families, and he doesn't want to see his kids come back. And he said every child that has been on it, he no longer has those children in his office. They only come for their well visits. So me having 2 girls at the time, they were 10 and 13, I was like, I can get the products for me and get one of my children for free, and get the products for my husband and get the other child's for free. So and my kids eat, over 17 fruits and veggies before they walk out the door to go to school back then. Plus, we were also having the complete, which I'm sure someone will talk about, but the complete protein shake, so to have their Juice Plus veggies, their capsules, and their shake before they left for school, they had, well over with the shake, it's another 11 variety of fruits and veggies, plus all the fiber and the protein. So it was a no-brainer for me. And I went full on, and I couldn't help but share it with my friends and family. It was infectious. And I got my whole family on it, and they're still on it 4 years later. My in-laws are on it. So I am a full believer. I will never miss a day. My daughter went off to college now, and she takes it with her, and she is so happy to have her Juice Plus, because during COVID, she never got, knock on wood, never got COVID, never got the flu. My girls haven't had a flu shot since we've been on Juice Plus. Knock on wood, they haven't had the flu. And we're pretty healthy, so we're pretty lucky that way, but we've stayed healthy, and that's the most important thing. It's all about wellness and prevention, and that's what Juice Plus does for me and my family. And I couldn't help but share it. And I met the next person who I'm going to introduce. I met Drew Mulvey, who is a registered dietitian. She is an encyclopedia for nutrition. Any question you have about nutrition, you ask Drew Mulvey. She is an amazing source of information. But I met her because at the time she came into my store, and she was looking to get clients as a personal trainer to train me. And so we started talking about nutrition, because I can't help but share it. And I introduced it to her, and she was very reluctant in the beginning, and she'll tell you her story. So I'm going to pass it to Drew, but I think this has completely changed her life. And to do things like that for people and see the transformation of what it does is truly remarkable and so rewarding. So Drew, take it away.
I mute myself. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so as Amy said, I was super reluctant at the beginning. So I was working down in Fairfield as a personal trainer at the time, and I was also in my first year of practice, being a nutritionist at the same time. And so my philosophy was, I want people to get the most colorful foods possible in their diet and to heal people with food. That's what I believe my calling was, to heal people with food, because it's helped me so much. So I wasn't really sure about, adding in another supplement. I think what really started to seal it is I went to go see Dr. Phillips, and he was talking about oxidative stress in athletes. I myself am a very big fitness junkie. I was a diver for 13 years of my life. I was a high school All-American. I dove in college. So athletics runs through my blood. But in my 20s, I also suffered from a lot of different health conditions. I had fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome. I almost died from a C. diff infection. I lost my period for 4 years. I had borderline osteopenia. I was a mess for most of my 20s. And so when I was here, oh, yes, here's a big one. I got a concussion when I was 19, and there were residual side effects where I couldn't properly get my words out. And there would be days that I wouldn't be able to really deliver a proper sentence. And that was happening all throughout my 20s and my 30s. So then I listened to this and I was thinking, okay, I'm really interested now that I started listening in on some calls. And at the time, my health was starting to deteriorate. I first got an ulcer, and then my body started rejecting all food. And I got so skinny, I was almost hospitalized. And at that point, my oxidative stress levels were off the charts. So I was praying. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do about this? And within 1 week, I saw Juice Plus 3 times from 3 different people. And I knew that this was the right choice. So I got on it. I can say that my cognition has been so much better. My energy has been so much better. I'm not crashing as much as I did. I feel like a completely new person. I honestly feel like a slug if I don't take my Juice Plus. It has been amazing. And it also aligns with my philosophy and also my vision to use whole foods to heal people. And one of my specialties is gut health. Most of the population have a lot of trouble actually digesting their food, and that means assimilating nutrients as well. So what I love so much about this product is that these are just rapidly absorbed and all the antioxidants go right into your system. And also in the fitness arena, it's all about, not having too much sugar. And it's great when I can say, oh yeah, the capsules are just whole fruits and vegetables, and there's no sugar in them, and there's no water. So you're getting all the antioxidants. And I've even noticed myself, my athletic performance has just gotten so much better. I feel like I'm back at the time when I was 20 and I was able to run. Now I'm able to lift heavy, or I'm able to do whatever activities I want to do without feeling like I'm going to get sick. And even tonight, I felt like a little sore and I took extra Juice Plus. I know that it's always there to help me if I ever start feeling that way. It's nice. It's nice to have something like that. And I want everybody to have that. So I think that that's pretty much my story. I really do. I recommend it to a lot of people. I have a lot of my clients on it and they really love it as well. So it goes hands in hand. It's so many fruits and vegetables and capsules, and then you get your colorful whole foods in a lot of good dishes, and it's a great connection. And also I've noticed that a couple of my clients have said that they started actually craving more whole foods and less processed foods. And that was a big factor. That was a big determining factor in signing up for this, was the metabolic reprogramming that I heard about in one of those meetings. So yes, I love this product and I'm definitely going to continue to take it. My mom is on it. Some of my friends are on it. Actually, my friend who's on the US skeleton team is on it, and she actually just won one of her races. She's she's trying to she's training for the Olympics. So
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Drew. That's wonderful. Love your story. Because she's made a huge turnaround and she is thriving and surviving and amazing. We love her. Okay, so next I'm going to go to Lon. And Lon and I met when I was doing her sister's nails 4 years ago. She was looking for something at the time because she was having her own health issues. So she had one ear open at the time. It wasn't her sister that ordered, it was Lon, and there was a reason for it. So Lon's going to share her story as well.
Hi, everybody. So yes, I hear someone's phone.
I hear something. I don't know who it is. Let's see.
So I can unmute. Okay, that's better. Thanks.
Got it?
Yeah, so unlike Amy and Drew, they were a little reluctant to get Juice Plus, but I was so desperate for something, and I was eavesdropping on the conversation my sister and Lisa was having. So if you're part of this business, I'll always talk about it because you never know who's listening. You know, I was in the corner, and I was like, what's going on? Because I need this. So I was about to turn 29 years old, but I felt like I was going to turn 90, y'all. Like, I was having trouble getting out of bed. I remember one time I called my mom. I was like, Mom, help me. I can't get out of bed. Like, I was in so much pain. I had longer hair back then. It was falling out in clumps. I was breaking out, and I had low energy. I had a terrible reactions every time I ate gluten, and I got strep throat every single year since like high school. I can remember, and I got a cold every month that would wipe me out for like a week or two. And I think that has to do a lot with me doing nails. So I'm like an arm's length away from people, so I constantly got sick. And then I went to the doctors and to get my blood work tested, and he told me that everything was fine. And it was like one of the times you want the doctor to say, no, there's something wrong with you, but nothing was wrong with me. And I just prayed about it. And that's when Lisa came into our nail salon. And at that time, I was working 6 days a week, over 60 hours doing nails. And it was a hard job. It's a very physical job, hard on your body, and the chemicals too, and sometimes the attitudes that come in, but that's another story. And so then, like, I was just so like tired of my situation and everything. I was trying everything to be healthy, you guys. I was taking a multivitamin. I was working out, trying to drink water, sleep, but to the point like I could not keep my head up. I was drinking energy drinks. I got to the point where, don't laugh at me, I was mixing like instant coffee with Coca-Cola just so I could stay up. That's how bad my energy was. But then that night, I was so desperate, you guys. I went on Lisa's website. I saw Yale and I saw Vanderbilt, and I just said, well, hell, all these universities, they're a whole lot smarter than me. So I'm just gonna get on it. And I did. I'm so happy that I did. And I think that I went through all that struggle with my health, because I probably would have been reluctant too, but I'm very grateful that I didn't, and I got on it immediately, because all those issues that I told you guys that I had are no longer, I don't suffer from it anymore. Like, my skin has cleared up a whole lot. I used to have like really bad acne. I don't need coffee anymore. And my hair stopped falling out in clumps. I mean, I wish I found this sooner, because I probably would have more hair, but I'm just really grateful for what I have left, and it stopped falling out in clumps. Like, it was in handfuls. Like, I would just throw it on the shower and laugh at myself, because what else was I gonna do, just cry every day? But so Juice Plus really saved my hair. And I haven't had strep throat since I've been on Juice Plus, and I've probably had like 5 to 6 colds since I've been on the product, which is huge for me. And not only that, you guys, the product is such an amazing product. Oh yeah, and I can eat gluten too once in a while. I mean, I don't do it all the time, but I like cookies, and I'm human, and I can have it here and there without like being in so much pain. Like, I wanted to call 911. I'm pretty dramatic, but like, no, seriously, you guys, I wanted to die every time I used to eat gluten, but my gut is completely healed now. I can treat myself here and there to a little bit of cookie or bread or whatever, and that's great. And then 4 months into taking Juice Plus, like Drew said, with some of her clients, you start to crave fruits and vegetables. I went completely vegan, cold turkey. Not saying everybody will, but you will start craving more fruits and vegetables. And it's been one of the best decisions on top of getting on Juice Plus. But also, I just want to really touch real quick about the community and the business part of this. because of this Juice Plus business, I currently live in Atlanta now. I met Lisa in Alabama, but I moved during when most of the country was locked down. So about 7 months ago, I moved here to Atlanta. I took a giant leap of faith. I would have never had this confidence if it wasn't for all the leadership and self-development that I gained from joining this amazing company and meeting these people that always encouraged me. And I see some of you guys on the call right now. I'm so, so grateful for you guys to help getting me here and taking this huge leap of faith. And I was able to also start my own skincare lotion line called Joyful with 2 L's, Joyful Skin. .com. You can check that out on my Instagram, Joyful Skin Co. Seriously, when I do my lotion, it's not just my lotion, but I think about, man, I could not have done this without Juice Plus. Seriously, the income from it, for me to quit doing nails, to have bigger dreams for myself. I never thought I would dream this big, and all the friendships that I have gained from this. I spend hours on the phone with other people in this company that they're not even on my team, but I just love them so much. We have such genuine conversations with each other. And also, who you guys are meeting today, you would not have met this girl without Juice Plus. I am not who I am today without Juice Plus. The way I talk, the way I carry myself, the confidence that I have right now, it all goes to Juice Plus, because I'll be admitted to you guys, I thought I was too cool. I had ego. I had a lot of insecurities, but right now it's like I'm so much more confident. I'm so much more fearless. Really thankful for Juice Plus. Lisa, my mentor. I mean, I couldn't thank you so much, for just always sharing Juice Plus and me being nosy and eavesdropping. But seriously, I'm really proud of the women that I've become because of this community and the friendship. You guys are always encouraging me, and the product as well. I think when you really are feeling good inside, you carry yourself differently and you are more confident. So if you are not on this product, or if you're thinking about joining this company, I really, really suggest that you do. I highly recommend it. I mean, I wouldn't have dated myself before Juice Plus, to be honest with you guys. But I joke around. I'm like, I would date me now, whatever. Because like I was a hot mess before Juice Plus, like physically, mentally, everything, But now it's like, hell yeah, I would, I'm someone I would date. So I think, thank you, Juice Plus, for everything you guys have done for me. I'm really grateful. And and all the lives I have impacted from helping people. So I think, do you want me to introduce
Evan?
Okay,
Sure.
so yeah, so so Evan is he used to be my personal trainer when I lived there in Alabama. And so this is one of the people that I got to help impact and improve their life. And I'm so grateful that he was brought to me and Lisa too. And so Evan, I'll let you take it over. See there?
Yep, he's just
Here.
unmuting. There
Can
you
y'all hear
are.
me?
Yay, hi Ev.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
How's everybody doing tonight? So my story is a little bit different from the ones you've heard previously, especially Lon's. Lon's was beautiful. I actually didn't come into Juice Plus because of the product. I came in for the business. A couple of years ago, I had been searching for years as far as like looking for something that I could push, because being a personal trainer, by the way, I'm a personal trainer down here in head personal trainer down here in Auburn, Alabama. And being a personal trainer, people come to you all the time trying to get you to push their product. And so, throughout the years, I've tried various different things, everybody give me samples or whatever. And I was looking for something that I could feel confident in the product, because I felt like most things that I was being presented with, either they didn't work or they had a bunch of stuff that I couldn't pronounce. And I felt like I don't want to put this stuff in my body. And I just didn't find anything. So I kind of given up, and I had plans for the future as far as what I wanted to do with that. And one of my clients, he actually had gotten the product beforehand, and he kept telling me about it. And I was like, well, I've heard this story before. And so thanks to Lisa, once again, Lisa is awesome. Um, I sat down with a meeting with her, and she was like, this is what it is and everything. And I was super skeptical because, again, I had heard this spill 1,000 times, like, oh, this product's great, blah, blah, blah. And so I was thinking, well, I mean, she sounds legit. It sounds legit. I don't know though. And so, I went home. But I'm a big, do-it-yourselfer. So I like to research things myself. And so I was looking at all the research and going on the website and everything, and everything seemed to check out. And so we actually had a second meeting, and with me and Lisa, and she said the same thing. There was nothing different in her tone. There was nothing different in her information, in what she presented, which was big for me because a lot of times when you're getting sold something, they kind of hit you with a different angle. And she just presented to me the same way she did the first time, and I was like, okay, let me think about it some more. So I thought about it, and long story short, I finally decided to go ahead and get into the business. And then it was kind of like, well, why not try the product? So I started trying the product, and I'm probably the wrong person to ask on this type of thing because I have been religious with eating healthy since I can remember. Like even when I was real young, my mom would always kind of look at me funny when I would like take the fat off the chicken or whatever, or like, I'd push certain things away from the plate that I didn't want. I thought they were bad for me. So I've always been that kind of person. So the first couple of months, I didn't really feel anything. I didn't see any difference. And then about the third or fourth month, I really started noticing a difference in energy and also my sleep, which was a big issue for me because for a long time I was having trouble sleeping. And usually, the background I have, I understand that that's usually because of a magnesium deficiency. So I was having to take that every day before I went to bed. And after Juice Plus, that deficiency went away. So, and again, that goes back to the whole point that's been made over and over again about the fact that we can find all these things in our fruits and vegetables. We just need more of those. And so anyway, moving on, I was able to really see the difference, and that's made me want to share it even more. And so throughout the last couple of years, I've just been sharing it with everybody I know. A lot of my clients are on it. My parents are on it. I have several friends who are interested in, just trying to learn more information about it. I love the company. I love what they stand for. I love what they've been doing as far as how they are structured. I love the fact that we sponsor kids. That is amazing to me. That is huge, especially for a lot of women who have kids and they're looking for a way to get those fruits and vegetables in their kids' bodies and they just won't eat them. The fact that we can get them through the capsules or the chewables, get them into their bodies, and then they'll crave them later. It's just amazing. We can do that for free as long as the parent is on it. It's just unbelievable. So it's been such a blessing to be on it and such a blessing to be part of the company. It's really helped me as far as my clientele because a lot of them just will not eat healthy. And so this is a way I can really help bridge that gap and get them to start craving more fruits and vegetables. So I've been loving it. I've never felt better, and people tell me all the time, why you look so young, why does your hair keep growing? Why are you always in shape, blah, blah, blah. And I always have to tell them, A, it's my lifestyle, and B, it's because of Juice Plus, being able to get those fruits and vegetables in my body every day and keep down the oxidative stress has been really amazing. So I'm thankful for the company. I'm thankful, of course, to Lisa for introducing it to me and presenting it to me in a way that for somebody who was very skeptical, who wouldn't have taken it from most people as far as like the information, she was able to present it in a way that really helped me. And so it's been a true blessing. And I try to get her back on a weekly basis because she's actually a client of mine. So I try to, make sure I give her a good workout every week. But other than that, just for me, it has been a life-changing situation because now not only do I have the ability to help other people that are not in my purview, but I'm able to also build a business from it. And I'm really looking forward to the future. As far as from a business perspective, I'm really looking forward to hopefully if we can get through this COVID madness of pushing it more and more and trying to get more and more people the information, because, you know, in my state of Alabama, no one knew. I mean, when I say no one, I mean like a lot of people did not know. And I mean, I talk to people in the fitness community all the time and they didn't know. And so, you know, for it to be that not in people's minds yet, I do realize that a lot of people are going to have to be able to come to the knowledge of the fact that juice plus even exists, and then helping them understand what they need to do from there. So I'm really excited for the future. I think there's a lot of growth that is available here in this state, and then also throughout the world. So I'm really excited for it.
Thank you so much, Evan, for sharing your story. We really appreciate you. And thank you, everyone, for sharing your story tonight. Everyone, I mean, completely inspiring and in the sense of business, or whether the product helped you financially or in a health way, or you helped other people. I think that's what this company is about. It's about inspiring healthy living all over the globe, right? So I want you guys to reach out to the person who invited you this evening, because, you know, it really takes a lot of courage to be able to share this business. And, you know, it really does end up transforming you into an entire new person. And I love that Lon said that. And the fact that we give free product to children, like, I don't know any other company that does that. And I think that it really shows how much they care. So I love all of you guys. I think this is the most amazing community to be a part of, especially during these times where we really need each other. So I am going to say goodnight to you guys, and I'm going to stop the recording, but stay on because Cheryl is going to come back.